No matter where you are on the gun debate and Beto O'Rourke's comments at the Democratic debate, there is a T-shirt for you. Beto O'Rourke's campaign has the T-shirt there on the left saying what he is going to do to your AR-15s. And on the right side, the Texas Republican Party with a play, as Lacey Halpern noted, on the Texas state flag saying, Beto, come and take it. With that, we bring in Jessica Ehrlich, John Thomas, to discuss the politics of all this. Nice to see you both on the left and right, respectively. John, it seems as though that was a just gift to every Republican in a even moderately red district.
Well, it is. I mean, it essentially did a couple things. First, Beto's hopes of ever running for the U.S. Senate in Texas have now been flushed down the drain. That's not going to happen because that kind of mandatory confiscation plan isn't popular. But here's what it also did.
Noteworthy, he's walked it back in the past 24 hours. He says it may be mandatory, but we're not going to go door to door.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that even means. In reality,
I'm not sure he did either, but go ahead.
Yeah. Here's the impact, though, of what Beto said. There's two things, and it's much more profound than just Beto's cheap political points for his own selfish political career. One is he's fueled the fire of the concern of so many gun owners about that slippery slope argument that, yes, we just want background checks and we just want this, but we really don't want to take your guns. And in fact, he talked about our worst concern. And the other is this. He showed that everyone on that Democratic stage can get score points, score money, score camera time if they anchor further to the left on gun control laws. So the incentive now is there to go even harder to the left in future debates.
Okay, so Jessica, it brings up an important point. Some would say he just said the quiet part out loud. And the argument you're hearing about Beto O'Rourke's comments is a little bit like the argument you heard when President Trump, then candidate Trump, said, we're going to build a big wall, while the going supposition in the Republican Party was we have to be somewhere on the middle in immigration, and he went hard to the right, to the extreme, so to speak, and won on that issue. Is there a chance that Democrats, even though they're distancing themselves maybe from Beto, could he be onto something?
I think in the future, I don't think you're going to see it become an issue necessarily that's going to be a one-vote issue for Democrats in this upcoming election in 2020. But as people get older, this is a huge issue that we've seen polling with millennials and with all the young people that have been impacted, whether it be from Parkland or from other shootings. And they are taking it on as one-issue voters. We don't see that across the board. I don't think, as you said, that we're going to see a lot of the other presidential Democratic nominees tacking as far to the left as Beto did on this issue. I mean, we'll certainly see it being used over and over again, but it's the same argument that's been used for decades now and hasn't really gotten any change in traction.
Yeah, but he said the quiet part out loud. He said exactly what John was saying, which is so many gun owners are worried about this. One gun owner, Chris Coons of Delaware, talking about it. Take a listen.
I frankly think that clip will be played for years at Second Amendment rallies with organizations that try to scare people by saying Democrats are coming for your guns. I don't think having our presidential candidates like Congressman O'Rourke did say that we're going to try and take people's guns against their will is a wise either policy or political move.
All right, so Jessica, I'll ask you that question. Did he hurt the party? Did he hurt any Democrats' 2020 chances?
I don't think so, because what you've seen already and what we already have seen is that this is an argument the NRA has been using for decades. Republicans who believe that Democrats across the board want to take your guns already believe that. They're already voting for other candidates. And there aren't going to be a ton of,
That's not the issue. It's not the issue that Republicans have thought that. It's those voters in the middle that happen to own guns that didn't really know what to believe on the rhetoric. Now all they have to do is listen to what your party says they will do. It's no longer
well, it's not the
just what
party.
they
I think you're
might
making
do.
a
It's what they
broader,
say
you're making
they're
a
going
jump.
to do.
I think the point that Senator Coons was making is that you're making a jump from Beto O'Rourke, who is sort of at the bottom of the group right now, to who the presidential nominee, who we don't know who that is going to be. The party does not have that
Jessica,
as a platform right now.
We got to go. You may say that John's making a jump, but it was Chris Coons who said it is not wise politically or policy-wise. So we'll leave it at that. Nice to see you both. Thanks for keeping it on
Thanks.
topic on this one. And whatever T-shirts sell, we'll try to get a count on. Thank you. Kristen?
Felicity.